So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand these freshly cut nubs. Now since I cut this away from the part, leaving a bit of away from the tree, leaving a bit of the nub, I could just go ahead and sand. Now what I'm going to use here is I'm going to use regular sanding stick with a very low grit, higher grit on the other edge, and you can find these at any hobby store or even your drug stores or nail files. What I also use is a high grit sanding pad. This is a 150 grit, and this is a 320 grit that I use to polish it up. So I'm going to start off by holding this sanding stick like so against my ring finger, and just press loosely up against my thumb. Now what this does is this lets the sanding stick do all the work, and I'm not really pressuring the sanding stick up against the part. You don't want to sand too hard because you'll just completely flatten the surface. So this makes it easier for me to just kind of let the sanding stick do the work for me. You go with my right hand because it's easier for me to sand this way. Now what I'm doing is I'm just lightly letting the sanding stick do the work and just slowly sanding away that nub. Again, I'm not putting too much pressure on it. I'm just letting the sanding stick do all the work. I'm also sanding in a circular motion so that I don't have deep scratches into the surface. You can see that surface is fairly roughed up now, but that nub's gone. Now once I have the nub pretty much gone, I can go on to using my high grit side and start polishing up that a little bit. And some of the rougher scratches are going to be gone now. Still going to look very, very cloudy and rough, but I go in with my 150 sanding pad and just again hold the pad against the part and just slightly rub it against the surface. I'm not applying too much pressure, just letting the sanding pad do its work. Now you can start seeing that it's starting to polish up nicely. I'm going to go up and use my 320 and we have this part nice and polished. Now what's nice about the sanding pad is it won't ruin some of the edges and details on the kit. So right now you can see that it's slightly darker, this area, but the nub's gone.